Hi, we're MEMMAKER, and you're watching Resistanz TV.
Hi there, welcome to Resistance 2012. We're here with MEMMAKER. I've just come off stage at the second show we're doing, Resistance. Guys, I saw you go on stage, there's a lot of energy, and when I first saw you I thought this looks a bit like Kraftwerk, then it was Kraftwerk on overdrive.
Also, I was trying to do a little bit of preparation by reading your website and your band bio, rather than saying the usual stuff like who you are, what albums you've got. Basically, it's more of a manifesto about how you're going to tear the listeners limb from limb
and take their women.
Yeah, would you say?
Would you say that? Oh my god! I think it's David from Hive that came up with that line like way back in 2008 or something.
Are you living up to it, or is it a bit tongue in cheek?
I'm married now, so
there's no more interfacing.
It's just for show. We don't interface with the crowd.
Deeply monogamous.
Yeah. We're getting old and boring.
Yeah.
So
no hair.
Well, yeah, having an alternative description to the mainstream on your website, equally, like, I've worked with sort of bands and festival crowds for quite a while, and sometimes the rider is quite normal. It's like, I want beer and clean socks, maybe a change of underwear. But sometimes bands ask for ridiculous things. I think Ozzy Osbourne used to ask for 4,000 brown M&Ms or something ridiculous.
Yeah. Nice.
Are you guys ever take the mickey with your rider?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We in the beginning we had this. Basically.
So that's a new rule with us.
Basically, I was when we started doing more serious gigs. It's like, well, we need to have a rider because no one takes you seriously if you don't have a rider and a contract, whatever. But I was reading the what's his face, Martin Atkins' Tour Smart book.
You're not going to tell the story about the smoke machine and the organic cherries.
No. It's basically he said that's the goal of and it's probably not the first one to say it, but the goal is to have something completely ridiculous in there to make sure the promoter reads it.
I've heard that.
Because then if he comes up with what the fuck, guy, like 1,000 brown M&Ms, really? It's like, you read the rider. So at first we started asking for small toy robots, which we would get every time. I have a collection of small dialects from Doctor Who and all kinds of collectible robots, and that was cool. And then after a while, we said, that's boring, so we started asking for that the band needs to be accompanied by a Klingon interpreter at all times.
That pretty much screwed this
Which we actually got here.
Yeah,
first time we played this.
Last time we played a corporation, somebody came up to us and said, "I'm your Klingon interpreter," and started speaking Klingon.
That's
and we
awesome.
just fucking lost it.
I had a band once who asked for a naked photo of the promoter, and I thought, I'm not doing that. So I got a picture of me on the beach with my parents when I was about 4 years old, holding this beach ball I loved. Yeah, with everything out because I'm 4 and naked.
Done.
I thought, that's me, that's naked. If you really want to get off, that's cool.
So you mentioned earlier you used to live in Montreal. You all live in Copenhagen.
That's correct.
What about the move? Was it just this will be fun? Let's move there.
Long story short, back in 2008, when I was playing with Jan with Oscilloscope, we played the 10-year anniversary of Machine Fest, and I met this beautiful Danish girl, and
So you
fast forward a year and a half after, we got married, moved to Denmark, and
So you really did interface with their women.
And it's the same thing with him. He met Tim is from Belgium. Met a Danish girl, moved to Denmark, been there ever since. Yeah.
You mentioned on stage earlier you promise you're going to get your next album out, 2012. Are you willing to commit that to camera with your next album?
Yes, absolutely.
There's no turning back.
Both, just do both. New MEMMAKER album, 2012. I promise. Said that. I said that. Just happens. Word up. We've had so many things have happened since the release of the first album.
Yeah.
Like moving to Europe,
Moving to a new continent is a lot of. It's very time consuming. Once you get there.
Yeah, and learning the
there's
fucking
a lot
language.
of adaptation.
I'm guessing even 2-3 years later, your furniture's probably only just arrived by boat.
But seriously, it's quite a tedious process.
Yeah.
I never thought it was going to be that crazy.
Yeah.
And it's a different culture, different language. Everything is different. So many things to learn, so many things to see.
It's because we at first you're not prepared for the challenge because you kind of take for granted. Danish culture, it's a Western culture, you know. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You take so many things for granted, and then you get there. And
But dude, you're moving with the fucking Vikings.
and you expect, you know, you're looking for the Vikings in all the wrong places. What you get is really civilized people who really follow the rules.
Yeah,
and
then you
they're
go
not
out with
burning
them.
any villages.
But I used to play paintball with some Danes. I used to work for an international company, and they were really hardcore on a paintball field. You know, they were nice guys in the office, but when they got out there, they were pretty savage.
But they're werewolves.
Have you ever drank with them?
Yeah, they used to drink the bar dry.
It took me about a year to actually level up to them, because the first times we would go out, my wife would just have to drag me back home, like carry me.
Well, you're like, no, I have to have another half. It gives me 2 XP points for being able to drink.
Whenever we had a Northern European trade sales drinking session that worked bar, they would actually run out of spirits by the end of it. They would literally drink the bar dry. Not afraid to actually literally do it.
It's like, what do you mean you want to go home? You only had 20 beers. Like, the bar is closing. Well, it doesn't matter. We go to 7-Eleven, grab a couple 6-packs, drink it on the way to my place, and it just never ends.
What's actually on your MP3 players right now? Have you got your MP3 player with you? You want to like?
Do you guys be honest or?
Yeah, can we be brutally honest?
I'll be
What are your deepest dark
I'll be
secret here?
very honest with you guys.
What's the next thing that comes on?
Seriously.
The Prodigy.
On the train ride over here, I was listening to Queen. And I have the first 2 Quiet Riot albums, some REM. I have all the Prodigy, of course. I'm a huge Prodigy fan. Porter Robinson, I've been digging a lot lately.
It's quite diverse then.
Yeah, Place to Bury Strangers, and then Pink Floyd and Phil Collins, and then Perfect Circle and fucking Paul Simon and Pantera.
That's pretty eclectic.
Yeah, Orange Goblin, and I have Notorious B.I.G. Greatest Hits and 9 Inch Nails and
Lots of them.
Needle Sharing.
Okay, guys, we're going to let you get down and see Be My Enemy. So before you go, is there any one message you'd like to shout out to the guys in Resistance? Or guys at home who can't get to the show and maybe should be here seeing this on YouTube?
Oh, you guys, you should totally have been here.
It's a shame you're not here.
It's pretty awesome.
Get your ass to
really
Resistance.
Yeah, get your ass to Resistance.
Get your ass to Resistance.
Guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. You've been awesome, and thank you for talking to us.
Thanks to you.